Toot toot. Maybe it's time to ride the funk train. Now, the great thing that we have going today, of course, we don't do any plan at all, is Tracy is apparently trying to do the podcast live at Luke's concert. So we will see that later. When you get done, put yourself back in there. Good grief. So anyway, maybe she'll go do something. She says she can't hear. Anyway, we don't have any idea what in the hell's going on. And that's pretty much par for the course. I just got done listening to a podcast of, I guess we could put Luke in there. There we go. Luke at the bar. He's at Pucker's in Gatlinburg. Tracy looks like she's falling down some steps. It's a great way to start a podcast off. But I just got done listening. There's a podcast that has Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes from Will and Grace, and then Will Arnett. And I just don't know why anybody listens to this podcast. But I do appreciate, last week's podcast, which only had me on it, which is kind of, hey, Luke, how you doing? I don't know what he's singing, some sort of crazy song. But, last week's podcast already got a few hundred hits. And so the people that watch this show, man, I appreciate it. All right, we're going to.
Now you can unmute me because now it's not so loud.
Yes, but now you look like you're Max Headroom from 1988. It's
better.
I've never seen the back of Pucker's in the daytime. It looks
that's the only
menacing.
time I've ever seen the back of Pucker's.
Yeah, sure. That's a likely story.
No, actually, whatever.
What are you doing what are you doing up there? What are you doing in Gatlinburg today?
I was actually working a stagehand gig at the Sevierville Convention Center, and I've been up since 5 a.m.
Where is the convention center in Sevierville?
On Gist Creek.
That sounds disgusting.
It does, but it's spelled GIST.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, but every time the GPS would say the name, I was laughing. Like, oh.
So it's near the wilderness, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's right behind Soaky Mountain.
How bad was traffic getting into where Luke is tonight?
It took me 45 minutes.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
But it was less time to get here and then podcast than it was to go all the way home.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is there a
and
nice
I wanted to have Luke here. No, there's not really a nice crowd. I'm sure that it'll park up.
Yes, it's 7:00. It's what is today? A Thursday, and I think for some reason tourism is light in Sevier County. I've been in Sevier County a couple times this week, and for those of you who don't know, it's the largest or the most visited tourist attraction on the East Coast besides Orlando. And thankfully, it's not just bumper to bumper traffic yet, but it will be.
Yeah, so, it will be very soon.
So we got a lot to talk about. And Brandon Bishop is here, and he's shirtless. But
okay.
Well, I mean, he's here in the royal sense or whatever. But
choices, yeah.
Word.
Oh, he said hugs. I'm sure I see now.
Yeah. Oh, you can see that?
I see the comments. Yes.
Oh,
I'm logged in under you.
What?
I'm logged in under you still on StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you get to see all the secret shit.
Yeah.
All the nasty.
And I can kick you off the show too, but I'm not gonna because I'm nice.
That would be weird. I got stuff to talk about. We got
okay.
So May 3rd is coming up, and that's a big day. That's a big day in the world of Big and Funky.
Yes, it is.
And you're excited about it. You're
yes,
in a good
I am.
mood. All right, good. And that is when there's going to be the worldwide release of not only the Hike, Bigger and Funkier Cut, which has a new beginning, but it's going to be WJHC AM, which we're all, anybody that's seen this movie, anybody that's worked on this movie, anybody that's starred in the movie or did any work at all for this movie, we're all excited about it because the people that have seen it actually have seen that it's actually a fine film. It's not. It just
is so fun.
It's not just a good movie for a small budget or a micro budget movie, but it's a good film, period. And a lot of people who aren't one of us have said it's one of the funnier comedies they've seen in a decade, funniest comedy they've seen since 40-Year-Old Virgin. stuff like that. So, and you got to think about it. Comedies aren't doing well. Like, I don't know, when's the last time you saw a comedy that you're like, boy, that was really good? Like everything I remember. Well, if Deadpool's a comedy,
Deadpool's always a comedy.
Yeah, I guess so, but that's not a pure. Of course, I guess ours is a hybrid too. It's a horror comedy, but Deadpool, you're right. Deadpool's pretty good, but other than that, it's like I can't remember. Like Bridesmaids, how long ago was that? 15 years. Hangover, 40-year-old virgin.
Hey, have you seen The Adam Project yet? That was pretty funny, but it was more adventure.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's another Ryan Reynolds. It was fun.
I mean, don't look
but it
up.
was much bigger budget than we had.
Sure.
And like hordes of writers and like A-list talent.
But it doesn't matter because
it doesn't matter because our movie's just as good.
Well, I don't know if it's just as good because I haven't seen it, but it's, a couple of people have watched it, said this looks like a movie. It still looks like an independent movie, but it looks like it had $1 million budget, where the hype did look like we were Blair Witch Project, that bastard, which we were. And we kind of did that with this one too. But anyway, so what does that mean? I've sent out a couple messages in the group the last couple of days, and I know I've confused everybody, and people are like, what? What's happening? Because Amazon Prime is a little different, and things are you're kind of jacking up there a little bit. I don't know where you went, but I guess she has nachos she wants to eat. But anyway, let me get to what's going on. So on May 3rd, WJHC AM will be released. And what that means for all the humanoids is that you can buy the Blu-ray and the DVD online at things like Walmart and Best Buy and all that stuff. Yippee-ki-yay. And I hope you do. You're kind of distracting me here. Oh, what's up? Hey, who was that? Okay.
So, this is the funnest podcast in history. Okay, maybe not history, but
you're kind of making me nauseated.
I'm so sorry.
Who was that?
That was Kirby.
Oh, okay. Does she not want to come out and do the show either?
She's working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's my server tonight.
Kirby's out there in Gatlinburg land, y'all, and she's in both movies. So anyway, so what does this mean? So on May 3rd, you can go out and buy the damn movies and all that stuff. Now, we need your help in Big and Funky land. And what we need is, and this is, I don't know, should we talk so much shop? I don't know. But let me tell you what was told to us. I guess I will here. So we live in a strange time. And when you have a micro budget movie, the deck is stacked up against you. What are you doing? You make it. Can you?
I'm vaping. Still? I'm attempting to hide that I'm vaping because I relapsed on it.
You're making me nauseated by moving the can. I can't concentrate. It's like
take your Dramamine. You'll be all right.
I don't have any.
Well,
I sold it.
That?
I sold it.
You sold it.
I sold it.
For what?
I'm in Morristown now. Like $2 each. $2 a pill.
Dramamine, really?
No. So anyway, so what we need, what's happening in the world of independent filmmakers is Amazon Prime has gotten even more restrictive than it was back when we released The Hike. And it's going to be harder for it to be on that platform. And basically what we've learned is that it has to have heat. So what we need our friends, fans, family, the people in Big and Funky Productions to do is go to the IMDb website because what is happening in this world, Lenny Kravitz is calling again, is that we live in a day and age in 2022 where the only thing that really matters is what's called engagements. An engagement is a review or a rating where you rate it 5 stars, and a review is where you write it down. So if anybody can go to IMDb and make an account, or if you have an account already, log in and submit a review. Now, you may sit there and go, I haven't seen the movie. Well, you can wait until May 3rd and buy a DVD copy. That would be cool, and then wait for it to be shipped to your house. But you could also lie, and if you hate the movie, once you eventually see it, You
You
can
can
say
update your review.
that's right. You can go back and go, wait a minute, I was wrong. This thing sucks, or it's even better than I thought, or it put me to sleep, or whatever. But we do need
That
engagement.
awful Tracy woman gave me nightmares, or Nancy gave me nightmares.
You were very good in it. I can't wait.
That was horrifying.
It's so weird. We started filming this last year, and pretty much we're done with about 90% of it in December, and it feels weird that we're still, what are we, about 3 weeks away from it, less than 3 weeks away from it being everywhere. And it's a strange feeling to have. Like, the world has not seen it. The Hike, even though it was released on Juneteenth, the great day to have a movie released, even though that's been released, I mean, it's just now starting to get a lot of traction. There's still people being driven to it. Luke, famously the other day, was noticed at the Tanger Outlet Crocs Mall. If you know Luke at all, he loves buying
wasn't he buying blue Crocs to go with his yellow Crocs?
Well, he was buying sparkly Crocs. What's he wearing tonight?
I didn't even look yet. I will look, and I will tell you. I'll mute the mic and go take another sip of my Blue Moon and eat another curly fry. Yeah,
you're drinking.
I earned that beer. Thank you.
You're drinking and eating. That's why you're in a good mood.
No, I'm in a good mood because I just finished like 9 hours of physical labor, and I like my stagehand job.
I'm glad you do.
I mean,
that's weird. That's kind of stringy.
I'm getting muscles. Don't pick on me.
You've had
verbal abuse.
You've had muscles and abs.
Well, they're getting bigger. Yeah.
Do you have 8 abs, or you still have a 6-pack?
I have no idea how many. Like, I can't count. I don't know. I think I have like 5.
I don't know if that's
there's like one big one at the bottom, and then there's 4 at the top. So 5.
Okay. That's I've never heard of a 5-pack.
I have 5-pack abs.
That's what
happens when you've had 3 children and you're a size 0.
There you go. That's like the clerk took one out of the little container. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so so Luke went to go buy some Crocs. He got some sparkly, like I don't know, spray painted or graffitied or Keith Haring brand or Banksy style Crocs. He's got some funky Crocs. He's making a lot of money playing music, so now he's wasting it on Crocs and other things and guitars that he doesn't need. And so he went in, and this
lady
only
play one guitar at a time. Oh, hey, there you are. Hello.
So
he's wearing silver Crocs today. They're okay. Would you like to see?
Sure.
Yeah, there they go. They're like gunmetal.
But they sparkle rainbowy in the sun. Hey, you guys want to watch me take a pee on
Oh God. And then I turn around so that
you don't know how many times I've peed on that fence. That's actually Luke urinating. Speaking of which, Wrestling with Ghost, which actually features me and Luke urinating, one of our episodes on a Wendigo. We just finished editing 2, and when I say we, I mean me, but we just got done with 2 Wrestling with Ghosts episodes from South Carolina. Tracy was on that for a very brief amount of time, but you could hear her talking in the background sometimes. But that was good.
All the time.
We had a good time in South Carolina, and those will be out on Intrigue TV, Saltbox TV, and Asai TV when they relaunch in June. How's the tips tonight, big guy?
There's nobody in there.
I gave you $5.
Somebody gave me 10, so $15.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Hey, I hope we don't get copyright claim if you guys broadcast any of my performance. Sometimes that happens.
He muted me.
No,
like very quickly because it was too loud.
No, it was sounding like shit. Not only was it you playing, it was just you know how broadcasts are. It's
broadcast.
Yeah.
I don't
care. The
microphones
can't handle it.
If it was Elton John and Michael Jackson, it would.
So what's crazy is, Kirby's in there. Did you guys say hi to Kirby?
I did. I put the camera in front of her and I was like, "Say hi," and then I ran away.
Oh, okay.
And then Vinny was like, "Who was that?"
Well, it's because
yeah,
it's because your cell phone reception sucked.
It's because she had her clothes on, and Vinny's not used to.
He's
edited her so much naked that he doesn't know what to do when she's got her clothes on.
Well, I'm not used to seeing women with clothes on at all. It's very strange when I see one, but you know how it is.
You're odd.
I introduced her tonight, and I was like, "Yeah, this is Kirby. Me and her make movies together. That sounds weird."
Well, how you doing? Have you heard anything from the? Have you got an Iggy from the big network yet?
Anything you can say?
No.
No.
No, it's going to be what? Yes, or no's take forever. Yeses, no's happen fast. Yeses take forever, but no's that they don't tell you about take even longer.
Right. Well, I don't think you're not in that position, are you? You should get a no.
Yeah, I'm good enough friends with everybody there that should get no. But I'm pretty sure I botched that movie thing. So.
Oh, lame. I'm sorry. What'd you do?
What movie thing?
I did a test read for a movie, and I'm pretty sure I botched that up just because they wanted it like really, really fast, and I like didn't even shower, and I was off my game, and they wanted me to smile for 5 seconds and then show my hands and all this weird shit, and I was just like, I'm One Shot Jones, man. If I forget any of that, sorry.
Well, you can. The turnaround times that some of these casting directors want is ridiculous. It's like, hey, can you shoot this to me by tomorrow? And it's like, I'm involved with life. I can't just drop everything to prepare.
How many production? That's every production company we worked with was get this, get that, get this. Let's make this phone call. Let's do that. So it's all in a week, and then you don't hear from for 7 months or at all.
Right? Yeah. It's
Big and Funkier Productions promises not to be that production company. We will communicate everything that
3 months. Every 3 months, we will communicate with you.
Well, I think we're better than that.
We're slightly better than that.
What's weird is that we will employ you. We will put you on major platforms. You will be seen all over the world, and then you'll block us. So even Tracy's friend unfriended me. She's supposed to do the makeup for the next movie, and she unfriended. I was like, what is happening? Like 2 of the actresses we've employed has blocked me. Like it makes me feel creepy. I didn't do anything. Like that.
Brandon.
Oh God.
All right. So anyway, so we were talking about
Brandon
your story.
Bishop's sitting there. Why didn't he call in?
Well, I don't know.
Because we're talking about shit right now. How about you tell a story about the Crocs lady? I was talking about that, and you walked out.
Oh, that was cool. It's her name's Haley, and we're married now. No, no, I was wanting a new pair of Crocs, because I've only got
6, 7,
so I needed 9. So I went to the Crocs store, and I walk in, and I'm looking at these sparkly ass Crocs. And I was like, "Oh, I need those. Those are obnoxious."
Crocs? Why are you wearing them on your feet then?
I was like, "These are the most obnoxious things ever." And then I hear, "Hey, you're local, right?" I was like, "Yeah." "You made that movie." I was like, "I did make that movie, The Hike." She goes, "Yes. I watch it all the time." This is a movie I was telling you. She like told all the people working in there, said, "This is the movie I was telling you about. This is the guy's in it, and he made the movie." And
fun.
So I was cool. We took a picture, and I went into promo. It was like, well, if you like The Hike, and if you like The Hike, you can watch WJ or buy WJHC and the remastered edition of The Hike on DVD on Blu-ray May 3rd. And so, but they got it. She's got it on Prime on her save list and everything. So I mean, she loves the movie. So
nice.
That's cool.
That's exciting.
Well, I mean, people either get it or they don't.
Yeah.
And people that get it are kind of people. But WJHC is going to hit a bigger crowd.
Yeah.
Like way more people than just that like The Hike are going to love WJHC, because I think that's more for everyone.
It's also very provocative.
It's also
which is great for promote like getting people to pay attention. So
it's also got, what are you doing there? Thank you.
What are you doing here?
I'm getting food served to me, but it's also got 100 talented people. You got it. All right, just ease up now. I know you had a blue moon. Let's not talk over everybody.
I had like a third of it.
Okay.
And it's just a pint.
Well, let's be honest. I think what WJHC has that The Hike doesn't is bigger titties.
It's it's close, but yeah.
So
not my titties.
Our illegal downloads in India are going to go through the roof. I mean, they're already at like 800,000. We're going to for the Hike. WJHC is going to get at least like 4 million illegal downloads in India.
Well, there's a lot of boobs in it, and there's some sad ass. But the
Dude, it looked like two 2x4s walking upstairs.
It's okay. Let's not. By the way,
I've managed to avoid looking at your ass every time I've watched the movie.
By the way, yesterday in the mirror, I've been working out for the Camp Smokey role, and yesterday part of my ass has come back. I used to have a great ass when I was in my 40s. I don't know what happened to it. It looks like a birthday party's been over for about 3 months. The balloons are dying, but it's starting to come back. But the WJHC has a lot of great performances from a lot of funny people too. That's another thing. It's not just a small band of friends. There's a lot of great home runs.
Well, and I was watching The Hike again, and then I watched the WJC again, and I noticed that like the WJC snaps. It you know, in The Hike, we wanted every scene to be entertaining. We didn't want to make one movie with an ending. We wanted to make an entire but we wanted every scene to at least be entertaining. But the scenes are long. In WJHC, every scene hits. It reminded me of watching City Slickers. In City Slickers, every 2 minutes there's a great joke in City Slickers. Every 2 minutes there's a laugh. And WJHC kind of flows that same way. Every 2 minutes there's something stupid, hilarious, or horrific happening.
Yeah, it's like I said. We've said this before on this podcast. It's a better movie than it should have been.
Way better.
And I think it's better than what we're capable of. And if you believe in a higher power, he might have had something to do with it.
Well, Jesus is in the movie.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. All right.
I mean, his agent's rough, man.
Oh.
It was tough.
He
put a shirt on.
I know this. It's very disappointing. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm working. I got to get back to work. See you. Hey, Brandon. Love you, brother.
Yeah, that's right. Run away. That's right.
He don't like you, man.
I'm about to mute myself. You two talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go drink a little bit more of my beer.
Am I that guy?
Yeah, in fact, you know what, Brandon? I think I've got to go do something real quick. I got some fries to eat. I'll talk to you later.
That's fine, man. I can hold my own. I do normally anyway.
Well, how you doing? She'll be back. She's just drinking tonight.
I am home.
Right, yeah?
Yes, I am home after 2 weeks of being on the road.
Tell us about what you did. Yeah, you look a little beleaguered. And the other night,
I don't know what that word means. I'm usually a smart guy, but I don't know what that means.
You looked, well, it's what everybody tells me, you look tired, which is a fucking insult to me because I know what they're trying to say is you look old as shit. I don't mean that for you, but you look beleaguered. That's why I
look like shit. As you can go ahead and say that. That's fine.
No, you look like a handsome guy that's been on the road. But tell the people what you did for 2 fucking weeks.
Well, I do that whole TV network thing,
Mm-hmm.
And we have TV shows, much like you're wrestling with ghosts and whatever else you're going to be throwing at me, all over the freaking country, like literally all over the freaking country, from LA to New York, from Phoenix to Chicago, everywhere in between. It's a little overwhelming at times, but I've coupled running this network with doing van life. And I'm actually editing right now 7 episodes of the Aside TV Life, which you can also watch on this lovely YouTube thing that we have here, and we utilize, and nobody watches our shit. But it's honestly do it to document this special time in my life where all these amazing things are happening. On this trip, I went up, spent about a half a week with my mom, who lives in Detroit. Never get to see her that much, so that was awesome. Got to see my daughter up there. That was the vacation part of it. And then off to New York City to film with Eddie Finocchiaro with New York Ham. Oh, she's back. And then at New York Ham, we filmed at a drag queen bar, which was called Lips in New York City. Awesome. Amazing people up there. We filmed at the Beetle House, which is like a Tim Burton themed restaurant. All of this for New York Ham, that show, which is on Aside TV. We filmed at Batsu. You ever heard of Batsu?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you know what Batsu is? It's Japanese torture game show. Yeah, they have a bar dedicated to Japanese torture game show, live comedy.
Wow.
great Japanese food and everything.
New York is so cool, man.
That I still got the headband. I put it on my suit of armor here. Batsu. And I got this, which I should give you that, Vinny, because I think you would really appreciate that.
I've seen that before. It's a Stevie Wonder Atari advertisement. He's holding the controller wrong because you can't see it.
It says, if I could play video games, you bet it would be Atari.
I love that.
I saw that and I had to buy it.
Where'd you
buy
buy
it? We also
it?
filmed at like Forbidden Planet, which is a cool toy store where I got this Andre the Giant shirt. And we just filmed everything.
Hold on. Now you walked by a fire station that had the Ghostbusters banner. Now, was that where they shot it, or was that just an homage?
Is that the actual fire station?
That's the actual fire station. It's they did the exteriors there, I imagine. I don't know if they did the stuff inside. They did some
right.
Inside. I'm actually a film location, like a buff for finding. I'm a junkie for finding these things. But I wasn't looking for it. I was walking from Central Park to the Freedom Tower, which is about 10 miles walking. And
so it's in Manhattan then.
New York all blends together to me.
Well, if you're in Central Park,
where are the lines? I don't even know.
It's between Central Park and the Freedom Tower.
That's in Manhattan. I thought it always was in Brooklyn or something.
It was totally a corner of the eye thing. I found that. I found the Harry Potter store, which I didn't even know existed.
My kids went there. My son went when he went up there for choir.
It was so cool. I just walked in there, walked around there, went to the top of the Freedom Tower to the observatory, which it's cool, but it's kind of annoying how they kind of herd you through there like cattle. But beautiful sights, and I literally saw the Ghostbusters thing out of the corner of my eye. Just saw the logo, and now you're up for it. Whenever I go away for a few days or a couple of weeks, this happens.
What who takes care of your cat? Do you have a neighbor?
Leah from Sparkle Nation does, but she does this guttural meowing. Of course, she won't do it when I point the freaking camera at her. But, she'll do it for like a week. You hear that?
Yeah, I do.
It's crazy.
I can hear that over Luke.
And it's nonstop. It's just ridiculous.
She's telling you all about it.
She's telling me some shit happened when I was gone, and she's letting me know it. And she bitches at me. I've had her for 17 years. She bitches at me. She's an old lady. It's brutal. But anyways, Jesus, really?
Hello, kitten.
Talking to some friends. Go back to sleep. Look, she looks pissed. Anyway,
she wants you to love on her.
I left New York.
Your pussy wants love.
Oh yeah, my pussy needs all the love, but she can't get enough. Shut up. All right. Anyway, I left New York, drove down to Cincinnati, saw your friend Heather. You love Heather. Jesus.
Well, that's your buddy too, right?
Anyway, you like Heather's boobs. I slept in her driveway in the van, which was awesome.
We just utilize her boobs. She likes to boob.
You use her for her boobs. But then I finally filmed the first episode with Renee Paquette, which is a huge deal for us. She's one of those people that has like 3 million Instagram followers, and she's been on Fox Sports and what's the one in Canada? That's where she started. Not Sky Sports, but that's one of the Score, whatever that was called. And all her time is Renee Young in WWE. And now she's with the Side TV, and we're doing like a Go There Eat That style show with her. It's basically Go There Eat That, and she's better at it than I am.
In Cincinnati?
We started in Cincinnati. I think next will be Nashville, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say, if you stay in Cincinnati, that's going to suck because they got
Actually, Cincinnati is the drizzling shits, but
it is.
It does have a great culinary scene there. Like
what? They have beanless chili. They don't. They
chili,
need to be shunned.
I was just editing the YouTube show. I was eating Skyline chili, but it takes a minute to get used to. It's not bad. It's just like I think Skyline chili. Their motto should be Skyline chili. It is what it is.
I don't even think people from Cincinnati like it that much.
I don't either. It's not okay. I like spicy red chili, tomato, but yeah.
I like my chili to have lots of beans in it.
Of course.
Because if I'm going to eat chili, I want to fart.
I want to shit my pants if I
And there's a young man with a loud radio. I apologize.
Oh no, dude, that was the worst part of Cincinnati. I complain about it here. Vinny's well aware of my hatred for thumping bass music outside my windows. Cincinnati, it was non-freaking stop. It's like everybody wants. You have to listen.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Pretty good.
I don't care
Same.
if it's my favorite damn song. You're like, don't make me listen to your shit. But that's grumpy Brandon stuff.
Me.
I'm in a good mood today.
We'll fight you. Stop me.
I'm trying to unmute you.
Tracy turned into a robot to me. I don't know.
She's having a hard time.
He muted me, and then I was attempting to unmute.
We're having a broadcast.
Yeah.
And a man is talking.
And I was saying hi. He said hi. I was being polite.
You mute
I'm
yourself.
Southern. I have to be polite.
Mute yourself.
It's like required.
Look at this. I'm watching all your shit.
You're watching all our shit?
Watching it all, man. I missed an episode apparently with Muddy Funkster or Funster.
Oh yeah, that guy was nice.
And then I missed the last 2 episodes. I've been on the road. I don't.
We had a vampire witch named Lady Anne Celine, who she was nice, and then we had a guy that makes homebrew Atari games from Great Britain named Muddy Funster.
That's awesome. What are you guys doing in this picture here for this show?
She has a giant crocheted penis. If that's the one with Anne Celine.
What?
I've seen her penis.
Yeah, but that's a giant penis.
Well, what are you doing in this screenshot right here?
I have no idea. I haven't seen this screenshot. What is this screenshot?
Let me see it. Big and Funky. Oh, that's tonight's. That's me and Luke shooting Sheena for WJHC when she's on the phone talking.
Oh, okay. That's when you guys were talking. Okay, I get it. I didn't know what movie that was from. I thought I knew all your shit. I'm your biggest fan.
Well, we're about to.
You missed 2 episodes. Now you're not our biggest fan. We're gonna have to get back that biggest fan ID card now. You should mail that to the PO box. Thank you.
I'm gonna be in that area, and I'll give it back to you in person.
Okay.
In a couple weeks, actually, for like a day. I just want to see some scouting, some locations.
Evil Tacos.
Evil Tacos. If Luke doesn't screw that up, because he's a big superstar now.
Well, how would he screw it up? Would you recast
Well, he said
him?
he's got a schedule that may, interrupt our schedule in the end of July.
He'll be fine.
But I'm leaving.
We'll get a ticket out.
How long do you want to shoot Evil Tacos? Is it a week or 5 days?
I'm carving off 5 days for it.
We'll get that.
If you would have read the script by now, you'll see it's.
Do you have a script?
Yeah, it's out there.
Do you have a breakdown?
I don't have hardly anything right now.
Now it's time for the breakdown.
Well, I can't dance, but
no,
anyways,
you got to break down the script.
May 3rd is when I should be in Gatlinburg.
Oh, that's the day our movie premieres.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely show up for that then. I'm filming with Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett up in Rhode Island. They got a wrestling thing I'm not supposed to talk about. Filming with Heath the day after you, then Jacksonville, Gainesville, Florida, Rising, and Orlando, Evilise in Tampa, Dallas, and then back home. And
with gas at $5 a gallon.
Yep,
You're all like, I'm going to get in the van. I'm going to drive all over.
It's been about 360 to 390 everywhere I've been this week. But
what? So how bad is that hurting the pocketbook?
Honestly, it's what, an extra $10 per tank. Really, I mean, it's not a death nail by any means. It's just a little extra money you got to spend. I think I spent an extra $100 on this trip altogether, and people like to complain. They'll blame presidents, which makes no sense. They'll blame.
No, I blame Putin.
I blame the gas markets. That's who I blame.
You blame who?
Supply and demand, and I blame the gas companies.
Yeah, you should blame the sheiks. They're the one that control all that stuff.
Well, they're the ones that own the gas companies. So I think the United States uses like 5% of Russian oil. So it really shouldn't affect us at all. But
did you gentlemen know that today is National Cake and Cunnilingus Day?
Is that a hint? Who should go first, me or Vinny? I'll make a cake.
I was just letting you know. You can do with that information what you will.
Is that
What
the equivalent to steak and blowjob day?
Yeah, it's an answer to steak and blowjob day.
I remember when I used to get that I had a girlfriend. She'd be like, "It's happy, it's steak and blowjob day," and that girl couldn't cook a steak to save her life. But tell you what,
that's why you need two girlfriends. Okay, so is that on a Hallmark calendar? How do we know that? Is it just something?
I saw a meme.
Okay.
I shared it with several people.
You shared the cake or the cunnilingus?
No, I shared the meme.
It's a great lesbian.
No, I'm not anywhere near fun enough to share cunnilingus or cake.
Lesbians can't do steak and blowjob day. They just can't do it.
They could.
I mean, they could. There's toys and stuff, but we shouldn't talk about that before YouTube will have a fit.
Oh, dude,
they might have a fit.
Much stuff and I'm monetized, so I got to check out. Everything you can imagine has been on my little Aside TV Life YouTube show. Especially having Eddie Finocchiaro from New York Ham. His mouth is he'll make a pirate blush. Couldn't edit everything out.
Oh, gracious.
A lot of beeps. Great.
Vinny, you and Eddie Finocchiaro with New York Ham, you guys would get along so freaking well, man. I'm hoping to bring you all out to the Comic-Con in December.
Yes. That would be awesome.
Jill's talking about the cake and cunnilingus day. We got to talk about this off the air, honey. Don't front. I'm just kidding. But
I like cake.
I like cake, the baked good, and the band.
I'm a good baker too. I'm a damn good baker.
I'm more into pie, and that could be a euphemism too.
That's the only thing. I just drove east to west all the way through Kansas, which I've done probably 6 times in my life, and it's the worst drive you can take. But I'm on a straight crazy diet right now, even though I just gained 7 pounds on this trip. But in Kansas, the only thing they have are like little diners with like foot-high pies. Like seriously, every sign is like, hand painted basically, and it'll say "Exit now, foot-high pies." And it's like torture when you just can't have that kind of sugar in your life, and you're just you just put your blinders on, and I ate like crap on this trip though.
Let me ask you this. You've got
Take me on one of these trips and I'll eat all the bad food.
Bring it.
So we're going to make a movie next year, it's penciled in, and it's about Cinderella, correct? The band. Can we talk about that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Rat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're what did I say? Cinderella?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine who used to play Cinderella.
The singer of Rat, Steven, who we work with, used to be in a band with the drummer from Cinderella called
Fred Curry.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
That's who I know
him right now.
Actually, we used Fred Curry's drum set when we recorded our album with Flipside Runner. But anyway, that's another story for another day, which that gave me a lot of insight on the music industry. But anyway, so with Steve Percy. Steve
You're
Perry.
thinking of Journey now. God
what
damn.
What the hell's wrong with me? I'm having a sugar drop. Help me, Jesus.
Get you a foot-high pie.
So we're planning on filming. I don't know what you want to talk about, but it's going to be a road trip, correct?
It's going to be a movie about a road trip, and it's going to be a legit road trip as we're filming it. So we need somebody like Tracy to film all the behind-the-scenes stuff, because that would be freaking what?
Okay.
I thought you said no way. I'm like,
no, I said okay.
Because that would be a blast. We'll probably.
I mean, I have to have enough money to cover my expenses.
All right, no. We'll talk about that at the end.
But yeah. No, I mean, I'll save it up or something. I don't know.
We'll figure.
I don't expect any of you guys to pay me anything.
I gotta pay Vinny. You shitting me? I gotta pay Steven. Holy crap!
So what?
Here's the thing with a movie
where are we? I just want to know where we're going. What is the route? Do you think?
I'm thinking we start off in Baltimore because that's kind of your gimmick.
Woo!
And we drive straight across. Well, we say we're starting off in Baltimore. We'll go there and then drive. All the interior shots at your house and all that will be probably wherever you live.
Word. I got to keep it clean.
We got to buy some, rat posters. And it's about a guy, Vinny, who's a huge Rat fan, a huge Stephen Piercy fan. And he's always wanted to see Stephen Piercy at the Whiskey in Los Angeles on Sunset Strip, which, by the way, I've already talked to the Whiskey. They're 100% in. Talked to Stephen. He's 85% in. But that's good for Stephen. Trust me. That's really good for Stephen. Like, you can't, getting him to just trust me. I'm a miracle worker that we got anything done.
You are a miracle worker.
I'm sitting on a full documentary right now for the last 3 months that's done and awesome. And he's like, hold off on it. I'm like, mother. Anyway, that's another story. But we only need him, honestly, because I'm sure he'll be playing
for
in
an afternoon.
Not even. Like, we need him for 15 minutes if, we get one good shot.
Well, one shot, yeah.
And he's literally only in the movie for 15 minutes. And then Vinny, the guy, travels all the way across the country, and every bad possible thing that could happen to him on this road trip, like paranormal and like everything, like just
aliens.
Literally, like it starts off with little kids beating him up. He gets Mexican mobbed. I mean, like every bad thing, and we'll come up with more horrible things to do to Vinny. But
what's the working title of this?
Vinny's
thing?
like,
I'm
Get to the Whiskey.
Get to the Whiskey.
That's the working title. Who knows?
I like that.
I do too.
So he loves the band. He loves Steven. He loves the whiskey. He travels across the country in a van. Sounds familiar. And
right. I mean, that's it. But it's a funny. It sounds like a hilarious movie. I can't wait to do it. And I'm excited you
something like that, and even something like Evil Tacos. Just those kind of titles, and just having like Steven involved with it, I think will bring a lot of numbers and a lot of eyes, and that's it's worth doing. Yeah.
I can't wait to do that. But the main reason is I've never been in a car. I've never been past to the west of Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm an East Coast.
Really?
Middle. I've been in a plane to Vegas. I've been in a plane to LA. I've been in a plane to Houston. Right. I liked Vegas though, but the East Coast is what in the South, in the Midwest, but that whole shit. After Arkansas, Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming, Nevada, California, totally a virgin noob.
I'm gonna say that honestly, doing a side TV and having these shows everywhere, even in the beginning where we just went, okay, we have all these local Colorado people with terrible shows, and let's just go to Vegas,
Right.
That last 7 years of my life filming these shows and then having shows all over the country now, which we have about 35 shows, and there's only 3 in Colorado. Well, 4 if you include Chantel, 5 if you include Gigi. But anyway, the rest of them are scattered all over the country. It's just woken me up to a point where I think it's elevated me as a human. I mean, a lot of these cities are monochromatic where you see the same shit, the same Walmart, the same Chick-fil-A, the same whatever.
Every strip mall's got like a Chinese or some sort of restaurant and a nail salon and a check cashing place, and it's everywhere.
Yeah, well, 50% of every city in the United States, at least, are exactly the same. But the other 50% of those cities is all mom and pop stuff and stuff you'll never see anywhere else. That's the stuff that we... if you really look at a side TV, it's a collection of mom and pop businesses. That's what it is. It's telling the stories of these people and the people that are traveling and personal. We're a storytelling network. I've looked at and this is the truth. I've looked at every single network, independent network that's on our level, I guess, on Roku, on all the different platforms. And I've never seen anybody, and I'm not putting ourselves over, but I kind of am. I've never seen anybody do what we do the way we do it. We have all original programming. We tell original stories. It's our cameras. We're not insourcing shows from anybody. And I include what you guys do as part of us.
Right. So, you should.
Exactly. I just, I'm really proud of it. And there's nothing like it. And if you don't have a side TV, and what are you doing? Try it. You got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Amazon Prime, HBO Maxes, all the Maxes and Goes and Pluses, and you got all that. We're only $5 a month, and pretty soon we're relaunching. I mean, we're live now, of course,
What does that mean, the relaunch? What does that mean?
It's not a relaunch. It's an upgrade. I mean, we're not shut down. We're not shutting down at all. It's a complete overhaul. Our developer, Michael Moore, not that Michael Moore, but Mike Moore.
Why did you do this?
Right. I wish it was that Mike Moore. I wish we had him on board. That'd be great. I love that guy. Anyway, we're going to have, first of all, the look and feel of it is better than Netflix. I've seen it. I've seen the tester. I've seen the screenshots, and I'm just looking at it going, that's us? That's a side TV? Holy crap. I think it looks cool now. But
I do too.
It's
awesome.
Elevated, hugely elevated. And we're adding things like pay-per-views where WJHC AM can be on there, and you guys. The Hike can be on there. All your movies can be on there, and you get paid for it.
Yeah.
What a concept. Holy crap. I've been working on that for freaking 7 freaking years.
I love it.
We've been running a television network's not cheap. I don't know if you know that or not. I've been trying to get, above that breaking even point, and I think that'll help us and help. Like if someone like Stephen Piercy's going to put a concert on there, you can rent that for $5 or something. But the Side TV is going to be a free network, which is the first thing you see. And this is the first time I'm actually saying this because, I don't want that to be out there because then people will stop subscribing now, which is bad. But the first thing you see when you get onto a Side TV, and the website and the platforms will all be connected finally, because right now they're not, and it's a major pain, like in my asshole. It sucks, like way up there. It's just the worst pain I've ever had in my ass.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Well, you've never been in the rambles in Central Park then, but we'll talk about that
not yet. I'm looking forward to it, though. I've heard good things. But the first thing you see on a Side TV will be a live stream. Actually, it'll be like 5 or 6 different live streams. It'll look like a little bit like Pluto TV, like the television guide, So it'll be going nonstop. There will be ads on those live streams, and that's what you're going to see. You could watch a Side TV 24/7 with commercials.
That's good news. First of all, somebody in the chat says they can't wait to see this movie. They're huge Rat fans. Jill says Baltimore bad, and I appreciate that. But there's 2 big D's on the Baltimore bad. Somebody wants to know how they can see The Hike. You can see The Hike now on Amazon Prime. But on May 3rd, we're going to be releasing it on the internet. You can buy the DVD and Blu-ray, which will help us. We'll get a lot more money that way.
You can have a physical copy.
You have a physical copy, yes.
Let's get physical.
The new Hike has a new beginning and some better improved. Actually, Brandon did the titles for this version of you did. Yeah, you don't even remember that. You're so fucking busy. You don't even remember that you did the new titles.
On this keyboard right here.
That's right. And then better night shots, some extra scenes if you buy it online. And he said he'll definitely order it. Now you need to check out a Side TV. And like I said, we're starting to get paid through Saltbox TV and Tree TV for The Hike and Wrestling with Ghosts, and they're ad based. They're old barter system television. That's a good way to get paid, man. That's
that's just the live stream. Then you can get premium content for $5 a month, like you do now, where you have all the on-demand content, you have all the pay-per-view stuff,
ad-free.
Exactly. So, and then there's like so much more that it's hard to even explain. You have to kind of see it. There'll be a Meet the Team section where, Big and Funky will have a little documentary about you guys, like a 2-3 minute thing, and just we get to meet everybody on there. Netflix doesn't do that. Hulu doesn't do that. We might be bringing back classics. We might be bringing back paranormal. Who knows? There's a lot of ways we can go with it. This is just the first step, but it's really big for us. It's our first major upgrade, and I'm excited about it.
Just in June alone, you're going to get WJHC from us, The Hike, the new Hike. You're going to get 2 new episodes of Wrestling with Ghosts, and you're going to get 2 new episodes of It Happened to Me. That's just from Big and Funky's group. You're going to be having that in June. Boom, on the remastered, rebranding, retooling of a Side TV, and that's exciting. And that's ASY. Don't call it Assy TV, you motherfucker.
It's 2 S's an ass. If you say that, I go, how do you spell? Anyway, also you get Stuffed with Renee Paquette. That's a brand new show. It's called Stuffed with Renee Paquette. We should have like 3 episodes of that done. You'll get the new Stephen Piercy documentary from Rat. You'll get new episodes of, just off the top of my head, New York Ham, Heath House with Heath Slater, BB Oxmauser's show, Too Sweet, a new show with Aeon Cruz, who's my ex-girlfriend who used to do The Drink, who's now a good friend.
And we didn't like her.
Daughter,
we like her.
Cruz,
we like her again. Okay, we like.
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah. I hooked you guys up to do stuff. Bad People, Bad Places, Bad Things is another new episode. Evilise has a new episode next month that we're filming. Not to mention Hellscream Inc., Kilroy's Workshop, a new show called Dragon Man's, which is all about this amazing guy here in Colorado Springs who has this military museum and this rifle range. It's nuts if you've seen this thing. My son did an episode of his show, BB Oxmauser's show, about Dragon Man's, and it's crazy. He's shooting machine guns and everything. It's badass. And then on the roadside, Hotel Awesome, We Make Monsters, which is a show about places that make costumes and Halloween masks and things like that, and different props for haunted houses. There's so much crap coming up, man, and it's all coming from our cameras right over there.
Now, I got to tell you, I know Brandon Bishop is not a rich man, but he is the hardest effing working dude. Not only does he write, cast, promote, shoot, edit 30-something shows on his own network. He's facilitating the network. Comic-Cons. Well, let's not blow
keep
your
going. Keep going.
I'm starting to forget. He helps me with our movies, with titles and ideas. This is the fear that I have is when WJHC AM hits, and it's going to be pretty popular. It's not going to break world box office records or anything, but when people see it,
it could. Stranger things have happened. There's like 3 seasons of it.
I saw it, and she's coming back now. She's saying she was sexually something happened to her. The chick from Stranger Things. She just came out this week. Yeah,
I have no idea.
Sexually harassed.
What's the news?
She got sexually harassed when she turned 18. Everybody. Anyway, we make a joke about
every pretty young girl gets sexually harassed at 18.
Yeah,
shoot. If you make it to 18 before you get sexually harassed, you have really gotten lucky.
Yeah.
Because most of us get sexually harassed at like 13, 14, 12.
It's a horrible thing, and I hate that for you.
I mean, it just is what it is. Comes with the boobs.
So what's your biggest fear?
The biggest fear, to turn that train wreck around. The biggest fear that I have is forgetting to thank the people who have helped us make these movies from the get-go, because so many people add a little thing, we'll have a conversation, and my memory's so bad that in a week or two, I'll go, that was my idea, and it wasn't. And I just want to say thank you right now before I forget, before we win our Internet Saturn Awards or whatever. The whole reason that WJHC AM was in black and white was because of Brandon Bishop. And I just want to say, yeah, it was. So you even forgot, but it was a conversation we had, and I said that's a good idea. And there's a number of reasons why we did it, but I think it works. And we go from color to black and white, and vice versa. And everybody that's seen it said it's a really cool dynamic. Not enough black and white movies. It gives you. We're going back in time with that one too, and so it gives you a nostalgic feeling. Not that things were black and white in 1999, but it gives you a feeling of like, oh, okay, they are in a different time period.
I'm still listening. Hang on, I'm sorry.
No, that's just completely black. That's not black and white. That's like the NBA in the 80s is what we're looking at.
Promise now. I'll be right back.
Wow.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
If you're going to go pee, please mute yourself.
It's not that at all. I'm just
okay.
being bothered by being bothered by Google. Google's bothering me.
Oh.
What they do
really?
me. So.
How rude. It's terrible.
Dicks.
Well, Tracy, are you going to now? Is Kirby your server tonight?
Yes, she is.
All right. Well, tell her I said hello.
I will.
And tip her well.
I will.
Do you have anything coming up, Tracy, in the entertainment universe besides your big acting debut on May 3rd? WJHC drops.
Just shooting Camp Smokey and then shooting CGM.
Beautiful. All right. Sounds good. Brandon, you got ASY TV, Asai TV being rebranded in June 15th, you hope. Anything else happening? You're shooting Evil Tacos. Get to the Whiskey. A dozen other shows.
Yeah, I'm going to help with those too. Yeah.
There's always all kinds of cool stuff going on. I'll just say go on YouTube, which you're probably on right now, and look up ASY TV, Asai TV. Subscribe to the YouTube page and watch the Asai TV Life. I don't promote this thing at all, but I should because it's really fun. It's all the behind the scenes stuff about all the adventures, van life stuff, whatever, all the filming, even the new stuff I'm doing with Renee Paquette and Eddie. I just uploaded 7 new episodes.
Oh, Eddie from the New York Ham Show.
Yeah.
Okay. So the episode that you shot with me and Luke in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, how many hits does that have on your YouTube channel?
It's on 2 different YouTube channels, but I know the one that I don't promote at all. I don't even put anything on that YouTube channel. It's like everything on that YouTube channel is got like 18 views on it. But that one video from Gatlinburg, the Go There Eat That deal, that has like almost 25,000, which is weird.
Wow.
And then on my Asai TV YouTube, I put that on there as well, and it's got like 8,000 or 9,000. So people like Gatlinburg.
If you want to start creating content, and we got a friend that does this, his name's Sean. He's so excited because he makes these videos where he'll just look at some sort of attraction in Gatlinburg, and he gets like 12,000 views, and he goes, "It's not that hard to make content." And I'm like, it's just because people are looking up Gatlinburg to see what's going on down there. But it's a good way to get your young content. If you're gonna make a show or a YouTube channel, talk about Gatlinburg. What are you showing me?
Look at these views I've got. This has Stephen Piercy on it. This has Heath on it. This there's megastars on my show here, and I've got like 51 views on that. And here's the thing, I don't care. I'm not doing the Asai TV Live. It's literally a scrapbook for me. So it doesn't bother me, but at the same time, I'm like, people might want to watch this. It's kind of cool.
Well, we will definitely watch it. And anything with me and Luke is going to get you about 51,000. We're so popular in India right now that I'm thinking about tattooing a red dot on my forehead.
Be nice.
I don't know about that.
I'll do it as you do it.
Okay. We'll do a yin yang of the red dot. We'll get pink and dark red or something. Totally conflating different religions and offending all of the people in the world. Ladies, we're gonna jump off here. Brandon, thanks for joining us. Tracy, thanks for having a beer and coming out and
including Luke in the podcast. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been on it.
Oh, Brandon, I was gonna say one more thing, but
Brandon.
He just took off. He just shot out the escape hatch. Shot out.
He was done. He was tired of us.
All you have to do, Tracy.
Yes, dear.
Turn around. Walk to your car. Free beer. Free curly fries.
No, my bag's in there. My bag's in there. And I don't want to walk out on Kirby and the check. That would be really rude. Although I do think that probably Luke would probably pay my tab.
Hey, he gets free food. He ought
to pay my tab.
That's right. Just make him. He runs you around ragged. Hey, thanks for doing the podcast with me. Last week was pretty lonely, even though I had a guest.
I'm so sorry. I heard that.
We got to get everybody on the goddamn podcast again.
I watched the show last week.
Really?
Afterwards. Yeah, I did. And you were all like, it's just weird not having a female here. You couldn't even name me. Well, couldn't say, I miss Tracy. She's amazing.
There's Candy, there's Kirby, there's Sheena, there's Amber. We at one point we always had at least 3 or 4 chicks on here, so it was weird not to have any girls. It was weird.
Well,
can you imagine the world without women? It would not even be worth it. James Brown said it. It's just it's nothing without a woman or a girl in it. So I appreciate the females. Luke, I could take a leave. All right, take care. See you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, and make sure at the end of this, make sure you go to imdb.com, go to the WJHC AM, and please rate it and review it. I know it sucks.
Give us 10 stars.
I hate asking for favors like that, but it helps keep this micro budget independent film scene alive. Take care.